Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Thank y'all for coming. Usually I have a guest, but schedules just didn't mesh this weekend. So I figured, okay, I'll just go do solo. Um, I'm a little new at doing solo. I'm used to having a guest with me, somebody to kind of help fill the air while I'm trying to read or work stuff. Um, I will be doing a the drawing finally for a free reading for all the everyone who came in and subscribed and pushed me over the 1,000 mark, and actually now I'm over the 1,300 mark. So I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. I didn't expect to go that fast so quickly. Um, I mean, I've been doing this for about a year and a half, but with my schedule, I'm very sporadic with what I do. Can everyone hear me okay? I don't have any feedback from anyone to know if y'all can hear me or not. Um, so if I sounds good, if y'all can hear me, let me know. Oh, awesome! And thank you, Evelyn. And basically, I'm just going to kind of chit chat for a few minutes here. Let some people get into the room, and then we'll if y'all have any questions, I figured since I'm by myself, I'll just stick to kind of simple one or two card pulls. Um, and Good to see you too, Robin. And hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming. And hi, Rose and Kathy. And I know Pierrette's here and Sharon's here. And hi, Shockwave. And let's see who else we got in here. Joanne. And we have Starhawk. First time here. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy yourself and that you'll come back. And I I started doing this about a year and a half ago. I just felt when I first got into this community and first got going, it just really hit me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It kind of felt like coming home. I don't know if people understand that or not, but so I've been having a ball. I mean, it's as long as it's fun, I'm gonna keep doing it. Um, it is a lot of work, as most people know who've been on this side of the camera. Just getting things set up and whatnot. And hi, Jenny and Sorbier. Is that Sorbier? Did I say that right? And Evelyn and Starhawk. I think I said you already. And Shockwave. Nice to see y'all. I'm finally going to be drawing for the free reading for hitting my 1,000 mark. And actually, I've gone over the mark now. I'm just went over 1,300. So I'm really excited about that. And if I start getting too gravelly and y'all have a hard time understanding me, tell me take a sip so that I will know to take a drink because I had neck surgery back in 2011 and my vocal cords were damaged in the process. And so when my throat starts to get a little dry, I start getting really, really, really growly sounding. So um, somebody said something last week about I sounded like someone who'd been on an all night bender. I was like, no, I haven't done that in a long time. So, um, hi, Evelyn and Nancy. And hi, Andrea. Um, yeah, it's a little different doing it by yourself as opposed to having a guest that you can kind of converse with back and forth. So, y'all bear with me as I kind of get my footing on this. Um, but just want to thank everybody for being here. If you have a question, I just ask that you please put it all in caps so that I will see it. Otherwise, it'll go right by me and I'll not notice it's there. So, just, simple questions for a 1 or 2 card pool since I'm by myself. And that way, hopefully everybody um, can get done. I am in Louisiana, Evelyn. That's where I'm at. I'm down in what they call Cajun country. And I'm down in Lafayette, Louisiana. And I roughly live about 3 miles from the largest swamp, land-based swamp in the continental U.S., and that's the Atchafalaya. And it's an 18-mile bridge to get across it. And so it's pretty big. And we're quite proud of our swamp. Hi, Lauren. Nice to see you here. And Robin. Hi, Robin. Yeah, tea with honey. I do that a lot, Robin. I do my teas and I have gargles, stuff that I use to gargle with to help. Mainly the biggest problem was just when they fused 4 vertebrae in my neck back in 2011. And so I have a steel rod and screws that hold my head up. And when they go through the front to get to your spine in the back, because it's too dangerous to go through the back. And so when they go through the front, they have to like shove everything out of the way. Your vocal cords, your larynx, your trachea, all that stuff kind of gets pushed to the side so they can get to what they're doing. And in the process, mine were damaged. So it's like if I eat something, I literally have to take a drink with every bite of food I take, or it won't go down. It'll get stuck. And if I talk too much and my mouth starts getting dry, I get really, really growly. I always have my big mug of drink here, which I will take a sip now to kind of soothe it out. Hi, butterfly. And yes, this is only my second time to go solo. I always have a guest. So, like I said earlier, we just schedules just didn't mesh this weekend, and so I thought, well, I guess I'll take a weekend off. And then I thought, well, no, it's time for me to start going on my own here and get used to that. Hi, G, I got your question starred, and we'll get into that in just a minute. And about work or career, okay. And if y'all would like to enter the drawing, please put the #, pound, and the word swamp, SWAMP. And hi, Patricia. And put that in, and then I'm going to run the StreamYard has an automatic selector. So it's like you put all the names in, and I'll share it on the screen when we get ready to do it. And it'll go with all the people that have the # mark in the chat. Excuse me. And then it will pick someone, and that will be our winner. And so let's see. I do have the one question. I do all questions. The only questions I'm not comfortable with, Kathy, are medical questions and legal questions. Yes, please, Lisa, all in caps. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a lawyer, and I don't want to get sued. So I kind of steer clear of that. But if you have a personal question, if you have a political question, if you have a cultural question, something along those lines, feel free to ask. I'm going to kind of keep everything to a 1 or 2 card pool today since I'm by myself. Until I get a little bit more comfortable with going by myself, and then I'll probably kind of branch out in that. But for today, we're just going to kind of keep it simple. And let's see. I'm trying to star y'all's questions as you come in. And let's see. Hi, Patricia and Alice and Pat. Hi, Pat. And let's see. Anna. Hi, Anna. I think I've gotten everybody so far. Uh, okay. What's his name again? Marvin. Okay, yeah, I used to live in Florida many, many years ago, back in the late 60s, early 70s. I lived in Fort Walton Beach, and I loved Florida. I loved living there. I loved the beach. I could spend all day sitting on the beach, just do nothing else but sit on the beach. And I used to, the little short beach chairs you can get, fold up beach chairs that sit real low to the ground. I used to love to go put that like right where the surf is kind of breaking onto the sand and put the chair right there and then just sit in the chair and let the waves kind of just crash over my legs and whatnot. I could spend hours like that just reading a book and I'm in seventh heaven. So, but let's see. Okay, Anna, I got your question too. And let's see, I got Evelyn's question. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed anyone. Yeah, Kathy, I'll do personal or political, whatever you feel like asking. All I ask is no medical or no legal. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer, and I don't want to get sued. So I okay. I'm trying to just yak a minute and scroll through, make sure that I don't miss anybody's question, and get these starred up here so I don't miss them. And I never lived in Tampa, Evelyn. I did live down in Melbourne for about 8 months when I was in high school. My mother's sister had a late pregnancy, and she was having a lot of medical issues with it. And so I went down and lived with her and my uncle for about 8 months to help her, just to kind of be, another person there to give her a hand and help her do things around the house. And then I went to school, while I was there, and that was nice. That was back in late '76, early '77. That I guess I'm telling my age now. I'll be 62 in June, in case anybody wonders. No, Shockwave, we haven't gotten the rain yet. It's been raining off and on all week. I know Tuesday they actually shut schools down. The weather got so bad. And, it's got to be pretty bad for them to close school down here, because we live with hurricanes all every year, But we're supposed to have the next storm system is supposed to come through sometime tonight. And tomorrow it's supposed to be storming all day. So we'll see what happens. And hi, MJ. And let's see. And Pat came in. I hope I didn't miss someone. If I did, my apologies. If you want to get entered in the drawing for a free reading, it's a free 30-minute reading. Enter the pound sign, hashtag pound, whatever you want to call it, and the word swamp, SWAMP. And then in just a little bit, we'll do the drawing and pull us a winner. And 60s is the new 50s. I still think like I'm 20. It's just the rest of me that cracks up. It's like, yeah, right. Go ahead. Give that a shot. See what happens. Born in 67, Evelyn. Okay. My brother was born in 67. And, but I was born in 61. Oh, thank you. I picked this up at, I think it was JCPenney's. I had ordered something online, and I went to go pick it up from the local store, and I spotted this shirt, and I just fell in love with it. It was on a clearance rack. I was like, who can resist that, right? If it's on clearance, I'm going to buy it. So um, I try to buy things that I know I can wear just around the house or to work, or if I want to spruce it up a little bit with jewelry and whatnot, make it a little bit fancier if I'm going out with family. Um, it's very comfortable. It's like a thin chiffon material. Um, it's very comfortable to wear, actually. I normally don't wear things where the stripe is horizontal because I'm already wide enough. We don't need to emphasize that. Um, I'm just about at the point where I'm almost as wide as I am tall. Y'all can just roll me down the hall. I work at a university, so I am surrounded by young people, which I love. Um, I get to meet kids from around the globe, which is really great, and just sit and talk with them. I don't teach. I'm an administrator, so but I was actually born here in Louisiana, in Lake Charles, and I spent my life living between Southeast Texas, Louisiana, and Northwest Florida, up and down the coast. I've lived on the Gulf Coast my whole life, with the exception of a 10-year period when I moved to Phoenix, of all places, after my husband died. And I think it was just because I wanted to go somewhere where nobody knew me. Nobody knew me as a we, and I could figure out who me was. Kind of hard to explain to people, but 20 something years marriage, and then your spouse dies, and people still want to think of you as being married. And it's funny, I've now been widowed longer than I was married, but I still feel married. Go figure. Hi, Plucky. Nice to see you. And if, like I said again, if you have a simple question, just for a 1 or 2 card pull, just put it in the chat. If you would like to be entered in the drawing for a free reading, enter in chat. Excuse me, the # or the hashtag sign, whatever you want to call it, and the word swamp. SWAMP. Doesn't matter if it's capitalized or not. It doesn't go by that. And in just a little bit, we'll do the drawing, and I'll run the giveaway tool thingy that StreamYard has, and we'll pick us a winner. And all right, I think I've gotten everyone. So let's get this show on the road. Let's see. First up, we have G. Kim. Hi, G. Nice to meet you. This is a new name. I don't recognize your name. Welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself and you come back again. A message from Spirit about work or career. Let me see. What's calling to me? I have like almost all of my Oracle decks out. I tend to work more with them than with tarot cards. I just felt like that's where I was supposed to go. And let me see. I just saw another question. And listening while weeding. Plucky, you go, girl. You want to come to my house? You can come weed outside. Okay, let's see here. A message from Spirit about work or career. And hi, Darlene. Welcome. And BJ, welcome. And Nancy, nice to see y'all. And I Oops, I just whacked the microphone. I'm sorry. I got your question, Nancy. And Diane, I got yours too. Okay, let's see what we got going here. Okay, well, first up, G, I pulled Sacred Alignment. Isn't that a cool picture? Basically, what this is saying is that as you align yourself spiritually, kind of get your house in order and get yourself going in the flow, work and career are going to follow right along with it. And you're going to find yourself aligned with those at work as well. It just takes a little bit of practice. If you're not already someone who meditates a lot, I would say, maybe meditate. And let's see. Good question, Shockwave. Okay. Okay, and then the other card I pulled was from my Moonology deck. It's a full moon in Leo, and it says, "Don't let pride get in your way." And I think that's very important that we remember to. I mean, you want to be proud of your work. You want to be proud of what you're doing, and you want to give your best so that others know they can depend on you, and hopefully the person with the money strings sees how hard you work and rewards you accordingly with a raise or bonuses or whatever. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Blue. Hi, Dakar. But that's what I got for you right now. G is get your alignment, your emotional and sacred spiritual alignments. Get everything kind of lined up. I'm feeling like it's just wanting to say, kind of take care of your chakras, get your chakras lined up, do some meditations, work, just make sure that you're in a good place. And if you're in a good place, it's going to come through in your workplace. And then, like I said, of course, you want to be proud of what you do, but don't be prideful. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope that resonated. Let's see here. We got. Hi, Aislinn. Okay, let's go to the next question. Lisa, will I move this summer? That feels like a pendulum. Let's see here. Real quick, if y'all want to get entered in the drawing for a free reading, post in chat the pound sign or hashtag sign, whatever you want to call it, and the word swamp. And we'll run the thingy in just a little bit and draw a winner. Okay, so Lisa, will I move this summer? Okay. Let's let it be still. Okay, will Lisa move this summer? Will Lisa move this summer? I'm getting a yes on that. Very much so. Let's see. I'm gonna pull one card to go with that. And see what we got here. Okay, we pull the Two of Swords. So that means you'll have a decision to make. It might be a little difficult. Whether if it's because you're not quite sure of where it is you want to move, or it could be because you have more than a couple of choices to pick from, and you want to make sure you pick the right one. But it says, it's other than the decision that you're going to make, the pendulum says yes. This card says maybe. So hopefully that just means that I feel like what spirit what I'm picking up is that yes, you will move, but it may not be where you want to move at first. Um, you may have a couple of choices to have to go through, or you may have to move into something that's kind of on a temporary status until you find what it is you are looking for. So just keep that in mind. I would start looking now. I don't know if you're buying or renting. If you're renting, most rentals require a application fee, and they usually will take a couple of months to go through it before they say yes or no. Um, so you might want to keep that in mind as well. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm pretty much good with questions for now. I've got 11 questions lined up, so I should be able to get through them. And if I have more time, then we can always, ask for more questions. So for now, moderators, if you'll just let everybody remind them questions are closed for the moment. If we have time, we'll do some more. But for now, I've pretty much got a load. So Lisa, I hope that resonated with you. I would start looking now, and I would keep my ears and my eyes open. Blue Moon, I got your question. Okay, let's see. Next up, we have Evelyn. And let's see. Good man, Marvin Dunn. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see what Spirit has for Marvin. Is he running for an office, Evelyn, or is he just someone that's kind of speaking out right now and everybody's hoping he runs for office? Thank you, Sharon. If you have a channel and that you run, please feel free to put your channel description in the chat. I don't. Oh yeah, okay, I see, Lisa. Yeah, I went through that too. I had y'all. I'm sure most of y'all that have been with me for a while remembers 2 years ago when we went through the moving debacle and looked at a gazillion different places and filled out more applications than I ever care to think about. And I wound up getting into the apartment that I wanted to be in by divine providence. I mean, literally, I got an email in the middle of the workday saying, hey, are you still interested? I was like, yes, don't call anybody else. How much do you need for a deposit? I literally sent them money within an hour, and we were able to come and get it. And I love our new place. It costs more, but it's really a nice apartment, and it's centrally located, so it's easy for get to and from work. I'm not far from campus. All right, Evelyn. My goodness, honey. Okay, first up, we pulled the Knight of Swords. This is ambition. This knight is not just hanging out. He's full charge, full speed ahead. So I have a feeling that if this man decides to run for governor, he's got a really good chance of winning. He's got a lot of momentum behind him. And if he's not choosing to run for office right now, that simply could just be meaning that he's going to make a really big contribution to people around him to consider who it is they need to run, they need to pick for governor. Because Lord knows DeSantis needs to go. I'm sorry. But I can't move back to Florida. I don't even go to Florida to visit because he's there. It's like the energy is yuck. And then I pulled the Ace of Cups. Now, cups, of course, are emotions. The Ace of Cups, you're talking about compassion and passion. This man is someone that, from what I'm getting from the cards, someone who's very passionate about what he's saying and what he believes. And I think he can make a big difference, regardless if he's actually running for office or not. I think he can make a big difference in who people choose. As a Democrat, I believe that a lot of the Democrats that are already in office need to quit worrying about trying to win over people on the right. Most of them you're never going to win over. And running candidates that are Republican light don't do you a lot of good. Where you saw strong turnout for Democratic offices being won were those that stood out as a Democrat and what the Democrats believe. So I think that's, me personally, I think that's the way they need to go. But this man here, I mean, it's talking about, he's got that knight full charge ahead. He's going. He's very passionate about what he feels. And I think we need that, especially on our side. We need that in those who are running for office or those who are just helping others run for office. We need that passion in there. And then the last card I pulled was the Sun. You can't do much better than that. I mean, so if he decides to run for an office, from what this is showing me, it's saying there's a really good chance that he would win that office. If he's not running for office and he's just there in a support role, I think that what he says, what he does, what he expounds on, will make a big difference for a lot of voters that are kind of, sometimes they vote and sometimes they don't. We've really got to get our people out there to vote, or we'll never see things get better in this country. And that doesn't matter what state you're in. But I'm pulling all really good stuff for him. So, yay. Okay, who we got? Hi, Evelyn and Darlene. And okay. Next up, Anna. Will I be able to move by the end of 2023? Yeah, I know I'm getting growly. I can hear it myself. Let's see. We're going to draw a card. And then I'm going to grab my pendulum. So that's kind of a yes or no. Just to catch everybody up to speed who's popped in since we kind of got the show started here. If you would like to be entered in the giveaway for a free 30-minute reading, enter the pound or hashtag, whatever you want to call it, sign and the word swamp. And in just a little bit, well, we've been at this 35 minutes. I'll give it about 10 more minutes, and then we'll run the giveaway and pick us a winner. So if you make sure you enter hashtag swamp to be entered in the drawing. Hi, Willow. Well, I'm glad you're able to catch me live too. Like I said earlier, I didn't have a guest this week. Schedules just didn't mesh. And I started to just take the weekend off, and then I thought, no, it's time for me to start doing this by myself a little bit. So here I is. We'll see what happens. If I get too growly and you can't understand me, tell me in the chat. Take a sip, Shari. So I'll know that you're having trouble, because I get really growly. So, okay, will I be able to move by the end of 2023? Okay. Well, I got a no card and a yes card. How about that? The first card I pulled was the Seven of Wands. Now that's showing a challenge. Much as it was for Lisa, it could be that you're just not finding what you want. You may not be finding what fits your budget, or you may have too many to pick from, and therefore then you have to make a decision. So I would start looking now. I would start, if you're looking to rent, I would start putting those applications in, because that usually takes a couple of months. Hi, Tammy. But all hope is not lost, because then I pull the Page of Wands. This is a yes card. And the Page of Wands is ideas, discovery, limitless potential. So that's telling me that whatever it is that you're looking for, you stand a really good chance of finding it, and finding it in the right price range. So start looking now, start getting all your ducks in a row, and I think you'll be successful at it. I think there's a really good chance. And something that I didn't remember to mention with Lisa earlier was President Biden and his administration are, hi Sylvia, are in the process of, hi Miss Annie, they are in the process of establishing a new renters protection law that would require those who provide a rental, would require them to keep the property in a certain type of upkeep, respond to requests to fix things that get broken. There's a lot of, I started reading through it last night and I didn't finish, but you can find it on the White House website page. They've got it, like the whole plan laid out, that you can go in and read. Protections for the renter, that you have your day in court, that you're able to get things fixed if something breaks, that kind of stuff. So that's really good for those of us who rent. Of course, if you buy, you're responsible for fixing it yourself. So that's when you want to make sure that you have money put away to handle any kind of an emergency repair. Your air conditioner goes out, the plumbing breaks, or, all kinds of things can happen. Okay, and then, Anna, will you be able to move by the end of 2023? Stop moving there. Okay. Can y'all see that? Okay. Will Anna be able to move by the end of 2023? Yes. That's a pretty strong yes there. Back and forth for me is yes. Side to side is no. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. Excuse Excuse me. Next up is Perrette. And real quick again, for those just coming in, hi, Ellen. If you want to be entered in the drawing for the free 30-minute reading, put in chat the pound sign or hashtag sign, whatever you want to call it, and the word swamp, SWAMP. It doesn't matter if it's capitalized or not. It doesn't look at that. Just the pound sign and the word swamp. And we'll I'm going to answer Perrette's question, and then we will do the drawing, because we would have been in here for 41 minutes already. So by then it'll be 45 minutes. That sounds good. All right, Miss Perrette, you and me both. I need a new car really bad. I just can't afford one right now. Okay. Will Perrette get a new vehicle in 2023? You're getting a really strong yes. Wowzer. Okay. And just because I like to pull at least one card to kind of back that up. Let's see what we got here. And I got a yes card. The Two of Pentacles. Multiple priorities. Adaptability, balancing decisions. So you may have a choice of maybe a couple of cars that you want to pick from. And just, I would say what I'm feeling is just go with your gut. You'll know when you find the right car, if that one's right for you. And then congratulations. You can drive down here and give me a ride. We'll go tooling around town. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Hi, Jane. All right. And Doralikas. Hopefully I didn't murder that. I hope I didn't. All right, folks. Let's get into this real quick. Thank you, Kathy. That is so sweet. I appreciate that. You're my first super chat. Wow. You're the first one. Let's see. Okay. All right. Has everybody put in the hashtag swamp into chat? Do the pound hashtag sign and the word swamp, and put it in chat. And I'm getting ready to run the little giveaway thingy, and we will pick us a winner for a free 30-minute reading from moi. And hi, Hypnocity. You snuck in the back door. I didn't see you there. Okay. Let's add to stream. Okay. Y'all give me a minute. No, I know there's more than that. All right, folks. Has everybody put in the hashtag swamp? We'll give it a few more minutes. I want to make sure that I do this right. I tried to do it last week, and it didn't work. So, okay. Okay, I think I've got it. Let me see. I might have to go back to this side. Okay, now we're getting some entry. I know more than 11 people have put hashtag swamp in. So, uh, trying to give it a little bit of time here. Let everybody get that put in. And, yeah, don't put a space, just the hashtag and the word swamp, just like you see on the screen there. Make it all one word. Hi, Froxy Roxy. And that way, everyone will be entered. And let's see. Wow, I got 45 people in chat. Holy smokes, that's good. I mean, granted, it's not Linda G with 4,000 in chat, but I don't know if I'd want to have to deal with that many people in chat. That's a lot of people. All right, okay, we're going up here. Has everybody entered? If everybody's entered, then we will take a breath, let it finish gathering up names, and hi, Flying Without a Broom. I'm so glad to see y'all here. Hi, BJR. Okay, everybody, if you want to get in the drawing, last call, hashtag swamp, just like you see it on the screen. No spaces in between, just make it one word. And don't feel bad, Blue Moon. I'm driving a very old Toyota that's almost at 300,000 miles and looks like a hunk of junk. But it gets me where I'm going and back again. So I would love to have a new car or a newer car. Doesn't have to be brand new, just newer and prettier. That would be nice. And okay, has everybody put their stuff in? Have we got all the people entered in? Okay. Let's go. Blue Moon! Blue Moon, you won! Yay! Awesome! Oh, thank you, Doran. Blue Moon is our winner, as everyone can see on the screen. And that's awesome, Blue Moon. Shoot me an email. I'm gonna put it right here in the chat. I mean, it's underneath in the description box, but just to make it easier, shoot me an email and let me know when would be a good time for you. I can do it one of two ways. You can either send me a question and I'll meditate on it and I'll draw cards and I'll record it for you and I'll send you the recording. Or if you would prefer face to face, we can do a Zoom and or a StreamYard. I guess it doesn't really matter. Where we're together live, so to speak, just the two of us, and we can talk. And I can do your drawing that way, do a reading for you that way. So the choice is yours. Shoot me an email. Just put winner in the subject line, and then let me know if you would prefer just a recording or if you want to do it live together, just the two of us. And either way is good with me. So I've done both for people. I leave that up to the person getting the reading. So, well, that is awesome. Congratulations, Blue Moon. That's great. Okay, let's see here. Wow, it's already been almost an hour. We just cruising right along. Let's see. I want to look back and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Okay, I think I got it all. All right, next up, Starhawk. What's your question there, darling? Will we be able to get the help we need to sell our house and follow our dream to move? Okay. So first, let's start with. Let me move this. I'm trying to make it high enough so you can actually see the pendulum when I swing it. Okay. Will Starhawk be able to sell their house? Getting a yes on that. And okay, next question. Will they be able to move once their house sells? Getting a yes on that as well. I have really good vibes coming off of this for you, Starhawk. I feel like, yeah, y'all are going to be able to get whoever it is you need to win, to get your house sold. You know, and it does help to get professional help in there to, stage your house so that people can see themselves living in it. I know when you watch those home shows on TV, they're always talking about remove personal items and stage it so that when people walk through your house, they can see themselves living there. And I kind of agree with that. I kind of don't. I think it just depends. You don't want it to look cluttered. You want it to look, neat and kind of open. But I know I personally, if I was looking to buy something, I would want to see kind of how the space worked for the current owner, unless you just don't live there anymore. And then in which case, you would just stage it. And let's see. Hi, Teresa. And that's so awesome, Blue Moon. Well, make sure you email me, darling, and we will get you set up. All right. Starhawk. Let's see what we got. Oh, girl. You got a yes. You got a 10 of Pentacles. That's a really good card because that's telling you wealth, financial security, long-term success. So this is just backing up what the pendulum said. Yeah, you're going to get help to sell that house and you're going to be able to move to wherever it is y'all are wanting to go. That's fantastic. Wow. Way to go. Thank you, Spirit. I hope that resonated with you. And congrats again, Blue Moon. I'm really excited. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make that thing work or not. I tried doing it last weekend. I couldn't get it to work. And I realize now what I did wrong, but still, it was kind of embarrassing. I couldn't make it do what I wanted it to do. Okay, next up, we got Pat B. Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I used to live in Fort Walton Beach when I was a kid. We moved there in 1969, 2 weeks before Hurricane Camille hit. That was a Cat 5. We lived through it and we stayed. And we lived there up until my high school years. And then we went back to Texas. And then after high school, I moved back to Florida, to Fort Walton Beach. And that's where I met my now late husband. He was from Mississippi. And we lived in Fort Walton Beach. That's where we met. And then there was no work, so we came to Louisiana because there was a lot happening here at the time with the oil and gas business. And it became our home. I mean, I was born in Louisiana, but I had never really lived here. And until my husband and I came here. And then we lived here for 22, 23 years altogether before he passed. And like I was saying earlier, I've been a widow now longer than I was married, but I still feel married. The year of first are the hardest. Holidays, birthdays, anniversaries. You know, reach out to someone to spend time with you if you need it. Or if you just want somebody to talk to. Lord knows we got a lot of people in our chat in this community who would be more than happy to lend you an ear to just listen. You know, but don't grieve by yourself because it just makes it harder. Okay. I'm sitting there shuffling and that's not the deck I wanted. Okay, I'm hearing my mediumship skills are just sort of kind of waking up in the last couple of months. So it's very spotty, very hit and miss. I never know when it's going to click. But I heard quite clearly that he's with you. You're not alone. And that he still loves you. I just feel a lot of love there. Wow. Wow. That's almost overwhelming, the amount of love I'm feeling from him. Okay. This is a newer deck, so I'm going to have to look this one up because I'm not quite sure. All right. What I pulled for you was the Platinum Dragon. This is a Grandmaster Dragon. He is connected to Saint Germain. He's the historian and record keeper of all events. And his message to you is, I am the keeper of secrets, which are as old as the universe itself. I am here to impart this knowledge to you for yourself and others. Now is a time for memories to resurface and for you to acquire ancient knowledge. During meditation, Platinum Dragon will show you what to learn and recall and help bring it into full alignment with the new chakra energy. As someone who literally moved 4 states away after my husband died, trying to figure out who I was and what did I want, because up to that point, my life had always been what we were going to do together, what we were going to retire, and God help me, he wanted to be a storm chaser. He wanted to chase tornadoes. I was like, are you crazy? Yeah, he was. Part of why I loved him, I think, because I'm crazy too. But that it took many years for me to get to the point that a certain song, a certain look, a certain color, a certain smell would come into my, presence, and it was just him. And it took a little while for it to, instead of it bringing tears to my eyes, it would bring a smile to my face. And that just takes time. He likes to come mess with my hair. So he always had a thing about my hair. My hair used to be like down past my waist. That's how long it was, because he liked it long. But it was his job to brush it, because I was like, I'm not brushing that. That's a mess. So that's what he did. And then after he died, I cut it all off. I mean, like super pixie, practically scalped myself. And it's just now growing back out. Okay. There's not many dragons in this particular deck. This is Eternal Seeker's Oracle deck. And when we draw the dragon, I collect dragons and I collect turtles. So this is kind of significant. And it's, what is it here? Perception. So it's all in how you perceive things. And that he's telling you to enjoy the memories and don't be sad. Life goes on. And yeah, that sounds like a very pat answer, but excuse me, it is true. It just takes time. You can't really do 21 years. My husband and I were together for, 22, 23 years, something like that, before he passed. And yeah, and it just takes time. I mean, I was fortunate, my family was there to help me through. I had my son to take care of. Suddenly I was a single parent. And but I had my mom to look up to for that, because she was a single parent, raised 2 kids by herself. And but really what I'm getting is just love, a lot of love. Just like overwhelming. That's what I'm feeling. My apologies. Somebody must be walking outside because the dogs are going crazy. Enough. Oh my goodness. They get started and they don't stop. It's like a broken record. Okay. Pat, I hope that resonated with you, and I hope that helped. Just know that he's there and he loves you and he's with you. And we're all, I've been looking at the chat here, and we're all sending you hugs and love, and just open it and feel it. Okay, next in line, Kathy Ritchie. Should I stay at the job I have or retire and do something else? Oh, I wish I could retire. Got a few more years to go for that, though. Not quite there yet, but I'm ready. Let's see. Should I stay at the job or retire? Do something else. Okay. All right. Well, I pulled from my moonology. First one I pulled was a new moon in Scorpio. It says, work through your fears. There's always fear and change of some shape, even if you're excited for the change. So just work through that. No, there's nothing to be afraid of, whatever you decide. And then I pull the fixed moon. It says, hold your vision. What is it that you envision when you kick back and relax at the end of the day? Are you thinking about doing something else? Are you thinking about what's going to be a year down the road, where you're at already, what you're going to be doing? Or do you see yourself actually just retiring and enjoying yourself? Go with what your vision is telling you, and then just simply manifest that. I'm not feeling like there's a reason to leave your job. Like, I'm not feeling animosity or anything like that coming at you. I really feel what's coming through is just uh, go with what your gut is telling you. Go with where your vision takes you. And then the last card I pulled was a new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. And so whatever it is you decide to do, if you approach it confidently and approach it in a way of, I can do this, you're going to be able to do whatever it is you decide to do. But at this point, I'm not getting a definitive stay or go. What they're telling me is for you to really focus on what it is that you want going forward in your life. Do you want to keep working where you're at? Do you enjoy it? Do you like the people you work with? Do you still get up in the morning and you look forward to going into the day? Or do you think, oh God, I got to go another day at this place and I hate this place? If that's your normal feeling in the morning, then I would say it's time to retire. You know, are you into art, or do you make things? Do you sew? Do you quilt? I know my mother quilted and actually taught quilting classes. She was very good at it. Me, I can't thread a needle, but she could sew anything. Um, my son's an artist. He paints and draws. He also plays music and writes his own music and stuff. Um, that violin music I play for the intro and the outros on my shows, he wrote that for me. So, yeah. What's your passion? Are you wanting to get to things that you've always wanted to do but never had time because you were working? Take that into consideration. And if there's some hobby or something, travel. Do you want to travel? Some people can't wait to retire so they can travel. Or be like my late husband, retire and chase tornadoes. It's like, I don't know what made that memory come back up, but I used to tell him, you're nuts. And he'd just laugh at me. Okay, let's see who we got next. Diane Skiles. What do you see for me in the next years? We're going to go with Scott Allen's extraterrestrial deck. Let's see what the stars have to say. perhaps. Thanks, Foxy Roxy. I sure will. Um, um, yes, thank you to everyone who's come. Wow, y'all just really floor me. Because I know there's a couple of the big hitters that are on right now. And the fact that you're hanging with me is really exciting. And thank you for that. Okay. It says, mysteries of your soul are within your choices. Deja vu, interest, and dreams. So you got the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx, who's missing the front of his face. Perhaps this is telling you it's time to travel. Have you ever traveled, Diane? Are you interested in traveling? Next card up was release and have a good cry. Lord knows we all need to be able to do this. I know when I'm upset about something and the emotion is just kind of stuck and it doesn't want to come out, I will go watch a movie that I know will make me cry like a baby and just get all of that emotion out, and then I feel better. In the next years. I keep coming back to this one. It's like they're telling me travel. Go see some things you've never seen before. Oh, thank you, Pat. Go and see some interesting things. It's not like you have to travel far. It could be right there in your own state, wherever you live. I mean, I'm down in Louisiana. Lord knows there are all kinds of cool places you can go visit in this state. I'm next door to Mississippi's on one side, Texas is on the other. Arkansas is above us. There's all kinds of things we can go and visit that's not like very far or would put you out a lot money wise to just go take a day trip and go see what's going on. But I'm really getting travel. Go do some things. Go see some stuff. Go see what's going on in the world. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Do some traveling. Okay, Nancy, you're next. Does Doug have a message for me? I'm feeling gratitude. Like he's grateful that you were friends. He's thankful that you were with him. You were always there for him. Good friends are not easily rid of, even when someone passes. They're still there. Do you still talk to him? I'm just really feeling like he's just like, thank you for being my friend and always being there. That's what he's saying. He was thankful. He was thankful that you were there and that you were his friend and that you cared and you loved him. That's That's all I'm getting from them. But it's just very strong. Um, I hope that resonated with you, darling. Um, Hi, Melissa. Hi, Hilda. Hi, Mama Bear. Oh, we got some latecomers in the house. Yay! Okay, Shockwave, you're up. Um, I did a reading for someone just last week on storms because they were kind of freaked out about the storms. And the strongest message I kept getting was just buckle up, Buttercup. You're in for a ride. I think with climate change and the fact that we just keep dumping more and more toxin in the air, you know, our weather systems, the flow of how they travel around the planet are changing and shifting. Um, I know there's a guy on YouTube, Ryan Hall, y'all, who does, he's a meteorologist, but he does his own thing. And I enjoy watching him. He's funny, but he's also pretty damn accurate on what what he's reading on. Um, and so far, since I found him and started watching him about a year ago, um, everything he's kind of predicted what to expect has pretty much come true. I mean, he seems to be very adept at what he's doing. Um, I don't. I mean, when was the last time people, especially people in the South or the Midwest, got tornadoes in January of all times? You know, that was no, March, April. Yeah, that's when the storm seasons would start. That's when the tornadoes would start. We don't get a whole lot of tornadoes in this area, or I take that back. We used to not get a whole lot of tornadoes in this area unless there was a hurricane coming in, and then they would spawn tornadoes. Um, but yeah, I'm every time I've done a reading on this, I get real strong vibes, and I'm getting it right now. Just that buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to get rough. Um, I think until we get serious about dealing with it as a whole, as a culture, that we're not going to see it get any better. And it's not just tornadoes here or more hurricanes or stronger snowstorms or that kind of thing. You step back from just yourself and start looking at it globally, and you're seeing entire countries that are being just devastated from flooding or droughts. People literally have to pack up whatever they can carry and try to find somewhere else to live because where they're at is no longer habitable. They can't plant, a farm anymore. Um, they can't tread water because it's all underwater now. I mean, it's as it gets worse, the effect on everyone is going to get stronger because we're going to have people who can't live where they're used to living. They have to find a new place to live. And then that group of people go into wherever, and suddenly that area becomes overwhelmed with the amount of people living there. And it puts too much stress on that environment, which causes then another group to have to break off and go somewhere else. And it's like this never-ending cycle that just keeps feeding into itself. That I really expected a worst hurricane season this past year, and I was wrong about that. Thank God. But I have a feeling it's if it's not this coming summer, then maybe next. We're gonna see some scary stuff. Um, I mean, West Coast has been in a major drought for what, the last 10, 15 years. Entire river systems drying up because there's no water. And they've been, in the last 6 months, they've been inundated by so much water that they can't keep up with it. The ground can't absorb anymore. Um, and that's, I mean, yeah, they needed the rain, they needed the water, but now it's too much. Um, we're seeing that up north with these snowstorms. I mean, Christmas week, because I work at a university, I get 2 weeks off at Christmas because campus closes. And so that's kind of cool. We get a 2 week vacation. Most people don't get 2 weeks off for Christmas. Um, and I tell you, for that 2 week time period, the week before Christmas and the week after Christmas, I was so darn glad that I was not having to get up and go to work in the morning, because it was like in the 20s here, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and never got above freezing, even at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which is the hottest part of the day for us down here. And this went on for almost a solid week, where it was so cold that, and it's like, people down here, I don't own a coat. I can't tell you the last time I had to wear a coat. I've always lived in really warm or hot climates, either in the South or in the desert. I never needed a coat. Um, Fortunately, I had a couple of really thick sweaters, but there were people going out and buying coats and stuff because they couldn't deal. I mean, uh, we're just not equipped for that kind of weather here. Think what happened in Texas last winter when they had that massive freeze and they had people freezing to death. I mean, their whole electrical system went down. Um, uh, yeah, it's not going to get better until we take it seriously and start doing something. And I mean, that's not just spirit telling me, that's just common sense. Watch the weather report, listen to the news, which I don't do as much as I used to because it just got too depressing. But I have what I keep picking up, and when I've done readings on it, I just keep coming back with the same information. Buckle up, it's going to get worse. And I have a feeling that it's just going to keep building and building and building until we do something. Um, so, yeah, we've got to speak up. We've got to speak up to our local community, city boards. What are you doing to protect us? What are you doing to make it, at least in our little corner of the world? What are you doing to make it better? Um, and it's going to take from the neighborhood caretaker all the way up to global leaders to deal with this. But it's got to start somewhere. We can't just keep, putting it off and going like, oh, so and so, fix it. Well, you're so and so, fix it. Um, that's what I keep getting from that. So I hope that resonated with you, Shockwave. Um, okay, I have Aislinn, Blue Moon, Kathy, and Kathy Pearson. Are the last three I've got left, and I'll pretty much be wiped at that point. I'm starting to drag here. Um, oh, it's Nancy. Okay. I'm sorry. Nancy, not Aislinn, Nancy. Um, I love your avatar. Is that your fur baby? Oh, he's so cute. Um, okay, so you're wanting to hear from your dad. Are you still here, Nancy? What's your dad's name? Sometimes that helps to kind of pick up. Uh, Nancy, are you still here? Let me see if I can pull a card because I'm not. I'm drawing a blank. I'm not getting anything. So let's let's see what we got. I'll draw a card and see. Uh, and see what your dad's message is. Hi, Kiba. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Um, just want to verify. Okay, I don't know if you realize it, Nancy. I pulled Medicine Woman, Medicine Man from my Native Spirit deck. And basically, what this card is saying is that you are a healer. And I think it's your dad is just trying to remind you that you have to strengthen yourself in order to heal others and to help them with what they're dealing with. It kind of all goes together. And he's very proud of you. That's all I'm getting. I'm sorry. But he's saying, take your healing abilities, take them seriously. You can do a lot of good for people. I mean, I don't know if you do Reiki or energy healings. If not, you might want to try a class to learn how to do it. Um, Perhaps there's someone that's you would be able to help if you did that. Um, but that's all I'm getting, darling. I'm not getting anything else. I hope that resonated with you. I hope that meant something. Um, okay, Blue Moon, our winner, Alex Murdaugh from South Carolina murder case. Alex, oh wow, I know that name, and I can't pull it. Was that those 4 kids that got killed? Or those 4 people that got killed? Is that who I'm... Oh, Which Blue Moon? Which murder cases? He would. Okay, okay. See, I was like, okay. The name was ringing a bell, but I couldn't pull it together to see. Well, and until he's convicted, we have to say allegedly murdered his wife and son. Um, Maybe found guilty. Well, I pull the Six of Wands, public recognition. And then I pull Temperance, balance, purpose, finding meaning. I don't. It feels like this is the courts, that this is representing the courts, is a temperance in finding the truth of what really happened. And then I pull the Wheel of Fortune. So this is telling me that he might actually skate on this. I mean, my goodness, I certainly wouldn't want someone going to prison for murder if they didn't do it. I haven't really followed the case to know all the details. But I feel like what I'm getting from this is that he's very nervous about the fact that it's become such a famous case. You know, it's like information is people know his face, know his name. I mean, even me down here, I was like, I knew the name, I just wasn't, I couldn't pull it up why I knew it. Um, they're not telling me if he's guilty or innocent. They're not saying that. Basically, what they're saying is that the world is watching, and the courts. I guess I could hold this up right, huh? The courts must have temperance in order to get to the truth. We don't. Eventually, I'm gonna get this camera thing worked out. What is pretty corrupt? I mean, yeah. I mean, he could be guilty of sin, and if he's got enough money, there's a good chance he could skate right out of that. Unfortunately, our justice system isn't as blind as it should be. He was complicit in some way, but did not commit the actual. Well, now that could be if we're dealing with somebody that's that kind of connections, you know. I mean, it would be real easy to find the people to do what it is you want them to do. Because Lord knows there are enough sick people in this world who, for the right price, will go take out whoever you want them to take out. And again, I have to say allegedly because I don't know the man. I don't know all the details. I've heard talk about it. I've heard them talk about it. But even that's been a little bit. I mean, are they in trial right now? because what I'm getting the strongest thing I'm getting is that the courts are really burdened to really dig down deep and to make sure that they get to the truth. And a lot of times that's easier said than done, especially when it comes to court cases. I know I almost had to serve on a special cases type jury. I forget what they call it now. I'm going blank. Something I normally would know when I'm going blank on it. It's like your brain doesn't want to work when you're in front of a camera. I just keep hearing that it's very important for the courts to make sure that every little thing is looked at. Hi, Colleen. That's okay, darling. Glad to see you here. Y'all need to check out Colleen's channel, The Cool Crone. She's got a great channel. We did a meditation thing with her last night. That was really good. I mean, what I'm feeling is that, yeah, he's allegedly guilty. But will he be able to skate through it? See, that's where that temperance comes in. The courts are going to have to be very thorough. And hopefully they got a good jury pulled. But it's not giving me a yes or a no either way. I think there's still too much up in the air. Maybe there's still evidence waiting to come out. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not getting anything other than that. All right, and last but certainly not least, Kathy Persons. And Kathy Persons, you still here? Will we sell our house and buy a house? Okay, so you want to sell the house you're in to buy another house. All right, start with okay. Will Kathy Persons sell their house this year? Getting a yes on that. Okay. Will they find a house they want to purchase? Okay, I'm getting a no on that. So you won't find something this year. It might take a little time. Will they find a house in 2024 to buy? Will they find a house in 2024 to buy? Well, I'm getting a yes, but it's like a really weak yes. It's not a very strong one. Okay. Will they buy a house this year? I'm getting a no. So, new house, not this year. Maybe next year. But it looks like you're going to sell the one you're in. That's going to go through. So I hope that resonates with you, Kathy. Um, and that's going to do it for me. We've been at this almost 2 hours. Wow. I didn't think I'd last this long just by myself. Um, oh, good, you were here, Kathy. I hope that resonated with you. Yes, you're going to sell your house, but no, you're not going to find something you want this year, next year. So, but that's just a few months down the line. Not a biggie. Um, so thank everybody for coming today. I really appreciate it. This was fun. Um, Still feels a little awkward doing this by myself. I'm so used to having a guest. Um, yes, one more time, congratulations to Blue Moon, who was the winner of the free reading. And hopefully you got my email, Blue Moon. I put it in the chat for you. And just shoot me an email and we will work out the logistics of it and get everything set up and ready to go. And thank you all very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my subscribers who've gotten me to this point. I would not be able to be doing this if not for y'all. And just thank you for all the support y'all have given me and all the love you've shown me and the prayers um, and just the good vibes everybody sends. It's felt and it's acknowledged, and I really do appreciate it because none of this would be happening without y'all, and that's the God's truth. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now and go do laundry. That's always fun. Go do my laundry and get my clothes washed and dried and hung up. Get ready for another week of work. I'm so ready to retire. I got 5 more years. I'm almost there. I'm getting there close. 5 more years. 5 more years. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for all you've done to help me grow my channel. Please like and subscribe and share. Um, uh, Thank y'all for being here again. I can't get past that. Blue Moon, give me a buzz. Let me know. We can work it out. And I will see y'all. When will I see y'all again? Wait. You think I would be better at this? Okay. I have. Oh, I will see y'all again on Wednesday, the 1st of February at 6 o'clock Central Time in the evening. I am joining up with the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. I think I said that right. And we do like every Wednesday, we do a show. And so y'all will see me on Wednesday. And I don't have anything really scheduled next week besides that. So I may very well just be doing another solo. Hey, now that I know I can do it and people showed up, I'm good to go. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And thank you. And I will say my goodbyes and goodbye.